We're excited that September is National Preparedness Month, and so we want to make sure that as perfect friends of the family and members of the family, we include pets in that process. The preparedness actually is the most important part. It's about getting ready before the emergency happens. And so we've got some great tips and tools as the manager of DeKalb Animal Services and Fulton Animal Services, and also the runners of our own shelter right in Avondale, to teach people how to be ready in the event of an emergency. Licensing, registering, and microchipping your pet is the absolute best way to ensure that you can find them if they are separated from you. Our website, DeKalb Animal Services and Fulton Animal Services, they also have a feature where you can type in the licensing number that you would keep on the tag of your dog to help them find their way home. So that's the absolute best way to make sure that if your pet is separated from you, you're ready and you can find them and make sure that they find their way home. Oftentimes we have been told that we've got to get ready for emergencies for our families, but we don't really think about all of the things that we need if we needed to take our pets with us. So a storage-tight waterproof kit that has food for about 3 to 7 days, and water for your dog or cat, as well as leashes, harnesses. You don't want to forget toys, all the things that you would need should you have to move in a quick event of an emergency. Also, you want to make sure that you kind of scope out your house for places that your pet might hide. If they get scared, they might run to one of those ready-made places for them. So you might want to close those off or make sure that you know where they are in case you need to scoop them up and take them with the kit. Pets are members of our family, and just as you would think about all of the things that a pet would need or a child would need, a pet would need. So certainly medication, if they do take medication, you'd want to have that prepared. You also want to have a picture of your pet ready. In the event that they are lost or you're unable to find them, you'd want to put up flyers to make sure that the neighborhood or the community helps them find their way home. The veterinarian information or their doctor's information, you want to keep that handy along with all of the vet records. So ensuring that you've got a secure place to keep all of the things that are important to you and your pet close by, ready to go, are quite vital. Pet licensing is important for all of us as pet owners, whether there's an emergency or not. It's a part of just being a good, responsible pet owner, and you can do that at any point in time. You can go on our website. If you're a DeKalb resident, you'd go to DeKalbAnimalServices.com. Fulton is FultonAnimalServices.com, and you can register them quite affordably. You also want to make sure that they're registered with the national database as well, and each pet will receive a unique identifier that they can have on their collar, a unique number. And in the event that they're lost, anyone in the community can type that number right in and at least find out who owns the pet. It's really important, and oftentimes people forget to keep that information current. And so if you move or your phone number or address changes, you want to make sure that your vet, the licensing department, animal control, and the microchipping department all have your current information. If you have to evacuate, one of the things that we realized is that oftentimes due to health regulations, Red Cross or shelters won't allow pets to be there. So you want to make sure that you've got a tight group of friends or relatives that may be able to keep your pet for you, and you've already discussed with them their ability to hold your pet. You want to find out if there are hotels nearby that accept pets, because many do not. And you want to make sure that wherever you are planning to go also has the ability to take care of your pet as well. It's really interesting because you have to think about how much food and water to take for your family. You want to include the water amount as a contingency for your pet, and oftentimes having food that is canned food has water in it and might be able to last you a little bit longer than that 3 to 7 day supply that we recommend if you were to evacuate. Time is of the essence when your pet is lost, and so you want to make sure that you immediately come in to your local facility here like DeKalb County Animal Services or Fulton County Animal Services, and they will have counselors on hand to help you actually go through the shelter and see if you can reclaim your pet. You can also go to one of their websites at FultonAnimalServices.com or DeKalbAnimalServices.com. You have to keep in mind that when we do find your pet, they'll have a different name. So look for your pet by picture and let us know right away if you happen to see him or her online. And don't fret if you don't see them right away. Keep checking every 3 days or so. And in the meantime, make sure you let your community know through social media, as well as posting flyers with that picture that you want to keep on hand so that folks in your area know that your pet is missing as well. We've got some wonderful success stories about our counselors who care so much about the pets that they care for every day. recognizing a pet. And you'd think, because we get so many pets in every day, sometimes 20 to 30 a day, that they would come in and wouldn't be recognized. But a picture and a description really does go a long way when you're trying to make sure that they find their way home.